stability, stability, one move back. Really think about that right foot forward drill as a way to practice getting the club all the way up to the top without the head moving much and without the knee moving much. And then try to incorporate that in your regular backswing and see if it gives you a better result. I think it'll help your ball contact at the very least, okay? We also referenced the feeling of dumping water or golf balls over your shoulder, okay? This is very important. Some people would, and then their backswing would look more like this, and we talked about that being too flat, too much like the flying saucer, and we want to get those arms a little bit higher up like it would be with the Ferris wheel for those people, okay, and dump those golf balls or that water over your shoulder. That's a good reference. If you're starting here, you're thinking in your backswing, I want to dump water over the shoulder. And once again, notice how stable my lower body is as I'm lifting my arms up to get that water over the shoulder. Why this is so important, and I'm going to grab my pole here and maybe give a reference from behind here as to what's sort of going on. Okay. The reason why this is so important, if I lift the club straight up, obviously we have tilt, but if I lift it straight up and I turn my shoulders back, this is halfway back in my golf swing, but notice where my feet are in line with that orange alignment stick there, okay? I'm not crossing it and having separation between my hands and that golf club. They're all working back together to that region. So you can imagine, just like with the bucket, if I'm rolling my hands over and dumping the water out of the bucket, let's go ahead and grab that and show you that. If I'm here and I'm doing this, that's showing disconnect between my hands and that golf club, and I'm not going to have a lot of ability to get back to that golf ball from that position. Okay, so this is where it's crucial to be aware of what gets you back. Not your hands rolling. It's the bigger muscles, the shoulders, maybe some hips, but it's the bigger muscles moving back as one piece without the little muscles sort of taking over, okay? We don't want the club to work too inside as we go up, but we also do not want the club to work, see if I can reference this, we don't want the club to work outside as we go up. So there's a region that works back in a circular motion, as we mentioned before, sort of between where the ball is and the back line of your feet. This will be a little further back behind me, a little bit, okay? So the reference I leave people with from here, up, boom. That would be halfway back. So we're trying to make that club work from here to here and then over the shoulder, very much like we did with that bucket when we were tossing the water or the golf balls over our shoulder as a feel. That's a great way to get you up to the top of your golf swing in one motion and have it be pretty much intact with where we want the club to be. Okay, so think about that. Think about the bucket. Think about punching the ball. Think about throwing the ball up and down into our target as reference points for how we get the club up to the top of the backswing, okay? You'll often hear me reference to the one-piece takeaway, and we'll get more into that when we get into the 6 segments of the golf swing. But I still reference the start, making sure that the shoulders are involved in that motion. I really want you guys thinking of the golf swing, especially in this 3-part idea of the golf swing, as a backswing, impact, and then a follow through. And we're really focusing on the one move back and making that as simple as possible, okay? Now, to ensure that those bigger muscles are involved, and you'll see this when we get more into those segment videos, but I like you to take your stance and put your hands like this, okay? And a lot of times when I'm working on kind of S1, the first segment of the golf swing, from here to here, I'll have you work on turning your shoulders to get there, okay? Now, this motion builds up to what we're talking about with our bucket toss, right? In the position that we want to feel at the top of our backswing, without without the unevenness or lack of structural integrity below. Integrity and foundation is solid. One piece with shoulders involved getting the club up. Okay, so there's two things that I want you to try. And we're only referencing the full swing with this for now, but I use the pushback drill in a couple of different ways. The pushback drill is a fairly simple drill where you set up to hit a golf ball, but you put another golf ball behind it. And as I swing and set up, I'm going to push that ball back as I take my backswing and then swing through. Okay? The whole idea of pushing the ball, it's something tangible that I have to use my muscles to sort of do, to feel that push and that connection of my body moving back as one piece. Okay? So let's go ahead and hit one like that. I like this drill because it is a way for you to actually hit golf balls and practice having a one-piece takeaway. Back and through. Pretty good swing there. Okay? But that little tangible golf ball behind, it fights you wanting to do this. Okay? It fights you wanting to do that in your golf swing. So it helps you to start the right way and then continue that one-piece motion going back. Another way to do that, a little more tangible, is I'll grab a water bottle, and I don't really hit golf balls with this, but I love practicing because it weighs more than that golf ball. It doesn't roll as easy. I love practicing taking my setup and pushing that bottle back as I take my backswing. To me, that forces our bigger muscles to get involved to start. And once again, for my one-piece takeaway conversation, this is really building a feel that allows the bigger muscles to get involved with that one-piece move going back. Okay? So, that's the focus for this. Really paying attention to a one-piece takeaway, very similar to what we talked about with the zombie drill in relation to the timing, where the hand should be, and those feelings. But we want to make sure it's a one-piece move going back and that we have enough structural integrity below the knees and in our head to be able to get back to where we started from and to have a good impact position. And you guys are noticing that impact is not at the ball for me. Impact will be through the ball. And then that third segment will be follow through from that position. So we're going to dive into that in the next couple of videos.